Hi. I can't truly see myself because it's pretty sunny out, so I don't know how I look. I haven't made a sit and talk and update video in such a long time that um, feels quite unnatural. Literally the last talk video I've done was I think a year ago when I graduated, which is insane to me to think that that is already a year ago. And so much has happened and so much has changed. I didn't feel the need necessarily to make a video and talk about things. Like, I've had times when I sat down and actually tried to film talking about certain topics that were bothering me, but I always felt like maybe no one cared enough to like watch it. Those things were very personal as well that I wanted to share. It just always didn't fully feel right to put it out there. And then today, this morning, I actually got a message from this guy who talked to me about this video I put out actually like 2 or 3 years ago. It made me realize that there are actually people out there that sometimes stumble across my channel, no matter how small and insignificant my videos are. I don't know, it just made me realize that I really miss doing this. I really miss coming on here on YouTube, because I always got the sense that YouTube was meant for creativity and an outlet, and just like showing who you are and putting out there whatever you want to put out there regardless of whoever is watching. I felt like maybe the things that I put out there are irrelevant, and why would I put so much effort into things if nobody cares? But then at the same time, I care and I really like doing this, so why shouldn't I make a sit down and talk video? Kind of, I don't know, I just want to talk about a couple of things, and I felt like it. I felt like finally sitting down and just like talking. There are a couple of things that I want to touch upon today because it's been a while. I filmed my last live update after I graduated, and frankly since then a lot has happened. So right now I'm in college and summer vacation is almost here and I'm almost finished, which is insane to me. After I graduated, I had quite a long summer. At the time, I was struggling a lot. Before my final exams in high school, I started to develop a lot of anxiety. I think because there was a lot of pressure on me. There were a lot of different factors that kind of contributed, but I started to develop like a lot of anxiety, and this all came bursting out when I was on a vacation in Germany, and I had my first panic attack. And after that, I became so afraid of this anxiety and this panic that I had never experienced before in such a high amount that I started to develop a panic disorder, and I was scared and I didn't really know what was happening to me. I was struggling for a long time, and I still am struggling with it, because the longer it sticks to you, the more you get lost in it, and it's a lot of overthinking and a lot of it's just a lot in general. And maybe I will make a video about it someday if some people might find it helpful, because I have learned so much as a person. I've grown so much as a person, and I truly believe that even though it sometimes feels like a curse, and it sometimes feels like the universe has done something so unfair to me because it limits my life, makes me feel like shit so much sometimes, at the same time I've done so much self-reflection and I've learned so much about myself. Because I was struggling with this, I decided I wanted to take it heads-on, and I decided that I wanted to keep myself busy and work on myself. I took on a second job in the summer, a job that I would have never done. I was a sales promoter. I met a lot of new people. I had to go out of my comfort zone and talk to people on the street and convince them into supporting charity, and it was actually a really good thing to work for. I learned a lot and it was very interesting. But when school started again, when college started, I quit the job because I really wanted to focus, like school was my priority. I feel like right now in my life I'm in kind of a weird space because I feel as though I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, but I also feel really lost because I've been rediscovering and reinventing myself constantly. After I went to Paris in January, a lot started to change and everything started to move pretty quickly and fast. I started another new job. I'm a social media manager now at a restaurant here in town, which is insane to me. Like, it's such a cool thing because it actually fits with my studies. I fell in love again, which is also insane. I met someone. I didn't feel as if I would open up to anyone soon anymore, because for the whole of 2018 and the end of like 2017 I was so sheltered, and especially because of my panic disorder I felt as if like I was already like struggling with myself. How could I take on someone else? But it's actually helped. So nice to feel and experience all of that again. Overall, I feel just like really grateful for all the people that are in my life currently, and I feel so grateful for all the blessings that I've got right now, for the place that I'm in at life. And I've been, not to sound like cliche, but I've like been like opening up more on my I hate to say the word, but like spiritual path. I came across this book, The Power of Now, around January, and I feel like that's when my life started to shift as well, because I became so aware that we have such toxic thought patterns. We fill our minds with so much clutter, and we focus so much on the future and on the past, when actually all there is the present moment. And that sounds so hippie and spiritual, and when you tell people about it, they don't immediately take it seriously, because we're also caught up in our daily lives, and we're also caught up with whatever it is that we're doing, and we find everything so important. We're so focused on materialism and becoming better and bigger. I just learned to be more present, and I'm really grateful for that, because that also really helped with like my anxiety. What else? I don't know. I'm currently working on an album. I don't know how it will turn out, because obviously like I don't have access to a studio. Like it's just me and my friend Tim, who has better equipment than me, so he's helping me out. But all the songs are written, and even if I say so myself, they're perfectly what they needed to be. Like I've always dreamt of like making an album and getting myself out there as an artist, and I've done that so far, but not in the sense as I wanted it to be. Now I feel like these songs truly reflect what my music is supposed to be right now. I don't know, I just think they are good enough for an actual first album that I want to put out there. I'm really excited about that. I don't know how long it will take. I really hope that by the end of the summer it will be finished. I've just been so incredibly grateful overall. There have happened so many little miracles in my life over the past year. I've been really lost, and I've had a lot of pain, and I've had a lot of struggle, and I still do. But I also have this sense of peace and fulfillment, in the sense of that I feel like I know who I am. Of course, we're ever changing, but I do feel like I really know myself better, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I'm also becoming more open about, which is still something I need to learn a lot, is that I need to become, well, I don't need, but like I want to become more open about my beliefs. And over time, like ever since I was 13, 14, I really strongly believed in the stars. Like I always felt this strong connection to the stars, and I always talked to the stars. And I'm never really open about it. I feel like in the past year, my faith grew so much, and a lot of things have come together that proved, in my opinion, that the universe and the law of attraction, and that we're all one, and that I know what my life purpose is, and that is to bring more light into this world and to help others, and heal myself, and just make this world a better place. That is all I'm doing here. I want to be more open about it, and about my beliefs, and how strongly I feel about these things, because I'm just always scared that people will tear it down because they don't believe in it themselves, and not everybody is as open-minded as you would like them to be. But I don't want to be afraid anymore of like showing who I am, and that's why I'm also bringing up the panic disorder in such a light way, because yes, I've been through hell. I feel like it's just part of it. Like everybody has their dark side, everybody has their like shadows, and everybody has their light. And I don't want to only show the light, I also want to show the shadow. I just want to be myself unapologetically, you know what I mean? This is who I am, and I want to show who I am, regardless who is watching or who isn't watching. I don't know. So this is I am back. In the sense of I've never truly left. I want to keep this channel personal, and I want to keep this channel very open. My last month video is out, so you can watch that if you haven't. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great, beautiful day and a beautiful life. So